Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And in today's video we are covering the balance changes, fam. That's what we're doing today. I didn't really get the chance, I'm always fashionably late when it comes to these balance changes. I guess I'm never really on time. I feel like I am, but realistically I'm not. As you guys can see, same basic background. Still haven't finished moving in that process yet, but we're getting to it and we're making another banger. I'm trying to get this out as soon as possible for you guys, because I know this update is actually dropping tonight, actually at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But by the time this video goes out, the update should already be live. But if you aren't informed already, definitely leave a like and subscribe, because I'm about to tell you guys everything you need to know for this update. So let's just jump straight on into it, and let's start with the heroes. All right, so on the screen you guys can see a couple of balance changes here for the heroes. We got Archer Queen, base HP increased from 7, so she got that 2 HP buff, which is actually pretty nice. She kind of needed it. She's a little bit on the weaker side. It's actually really nice from my perspective. I love playing Archer Queen. I think it's one of the best heroes in my personal opinion, so it's awesome to see them trying to implement the Queen coming back into meta again. So I think that's dope. Her attack speed increased to 1 from 0.95, which is also pretty good. A little bit, goes a long way, hopefully. So hopefully when this update drops, she can be back in meta and I could start walking around with her a little bit. And honestly, when it comes to leaderboards, if Archer Queen comes back in meta on leaderboards, I'm staying #1. Like, I'm flying, man. I'm flying. If y'all weren't there for season 2 with the Wave Master and the Archer Queen meta, I was up there, man. That was one of my favorites. All right, so next we're moving on to the Countess, and she looks like she has another buff, and it's a base HP increase to 9 from 8. So she's getting a little bit of a health buff as well, so just +1 in health. I don't think this is really going to help her too much. That's just my personal opinion coming from my aspect. Even 1 HP, I don't think that will push her enough to come into meta, especially with the BK still overruling and the SK just dominating with the souls. So I don't think that's really going to affect anything, but it's nice to see her trying to get pushed a little bit more back into meta, because we haven't seen that real Countess meta since season 1 when the game first began. Next we have the Wave Master. So for the Wave Master, it looks like base attack speed increased to 0.65 from 0.6. At least it's getting increased a little bit. That's not bad. I don't think it's really gonna help it too much. Again, it might help with getting, if you have him level 8 or higher, it might help you get his third ability a little bit faster with this increase, but I don't think it's going to be too fast, so we don't really have to worry about it too much. Again, I think it's the same thing as the Countess. They're trying to push it more lenient back into meta, but I just don't think it's going to push its way back into meta, especially with the BK and the SK and hopefully the Archer Queen coming back in. Shield Maiden, base attack speed increased to 0.55 from 0.45. Okay, so we all know the Shield Maiden. The Shield Maiden has a bad rep for being kind of an underrated hero. Not a lot of people use her. It's just here and there they use her. For the Shield Maiden's attack speed to be increased by only 0.10, it's going to help a lot, because everyone knows the Shield Maiden attacks very slowly, so it's going to help her out a lot. But I do think that she just needs to get her third ability reworked. I don't think it does enough for her. That's just really it. I just feel like it just needs a rework for her third ability. It doesn't do too much for her, and it's really just leaving her out of meta because of that reason. So those are the heroes. So now let's hop into some minis. Let's start off with the first mini. We got the Spear Goblin. So the Spear Goblin's attack speed per upgrade is reduced to 0.1 from 0.15. So that's a little bit of a nerf it's kind of getting, but hold your horses, because the 3rd star upgrade gains now 100% instead of 70% hit speed for 6 seconds when the Spear Gob hits. Now this is a high risk, high reward. Again, you only use this one if your cycle's kind of rough and you get the 3rd star. The 3rd star, which, when you hit, you get that 6-second speed and 100% damage, now instead of 70. But again, it's a high risk, high reward, because you really don't know if you're going to hit it. If you do hit it, then yeah, 100% is going to go crazy for a Spear Gob. But again, I think it's just high risk, high reward for this type of thing. So it might balance the Spear Gob out a little bit. Secondly, we got one of the biggest thing the community is kind of putting out and kind of saying that, like, yo, this mini needs a nerf. It's the Archer. The 3rd upgrade, 50% hit speed increased from 5 seconds from 7. So now when you upgrade the 3rd star and it always, you know, shoots faster and faster, instead of going for 7 seconds, it's only going to go for 5. So will this help Archer kind of nerf her in a way? Yes, but do I think she's going to be out of meta for this? No, I think she will still be played in meta actually. And I still think she's just going to be really viable. She's just so good for a 2 elixir mini to get rid of your backlines and to be upgraded like that. I just think she's overpowered. I honestly didn't even see a problem with her in the beginning, but I know a lot of people don't like how overpowered she is for a 2 elixir mini. So I guess the devs and everyone else would decided that, you know, let's decrease it to 5 seconds instead of 7. All right, so the next one we got is Dark Goblin. So the Dark Goblin fixed the bug, attack speed can't stack up infinitely. Originally, I guess the Dark Goblin had a little bit of a bug where it couldn't really fully stack infinite like it used to. So I guess now they're fixing that in the new update coming out tomorrow, again, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or it's already be out when the video is done. So probably playing the game with a new update while you're watching this video, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to shoot a like while you do it, you feel me? It helps me out a lot. And again, the Dark Master, which is the attack speed stacking up, reduced to 15% from 20. I'm guessing this is just making it harder for the Dark Goblin to stack. I don't think the Dark Goblin's going to be too much in meta. Yeah, it fixed the bug, but I just don't think he has enough energy or power right now to be put and shifted into meta. So there's not too much we should really be worried about for that one. Musketeer, attack speed per upgrade increased to 0.1 from 0.5. I mean, Musketeer used to be super good with the Archer Queen deck, but this could help out if the Archer Queen does come back into meta. This Musketeer little buff could actually help the Archer Queen maybe stand still in the meta with her and hopefully see some of that back again, but it's just very little, so it might actually not. You just got to see where the cards fold, and you got to see where everything lays out after the update is out. But I don't know, that's kind of like a 50-50 one, you know what I mean? Like, we don't really know. I don't really know where it's going to land for that one. Next we got Valkyrie. Attack speed per upgrade increased to 0.1 from 0. That's nice. As everyone knew, Valkyrie was absolutely broken, and I think, what, season, I think it was 4 or 3. It was one of those, but Valkyrie was stupidly broken. 3 stars, sent in the shell map, and it was over. You know, you'd win no matter what. So I like that they're showing some love after they nerfed the Valkyrie to oblivion. Now the first upgrade, hitting enemies increased speed, stacking up to 15 from 10. That's also good. Now it just means that the Valkyrie could stack even higher, meaning that her hits can speed at a faster rate at this point, pretty much, when you get to a certain number of stacks. So that's not bad at all. Valkyrie probably needs that because she's kind of been lacking a little bit in meta. Next things next, we got a little bit of controversy here, is the Mini P.E.K.K.A. So the Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s ability tack from 30% from 20 to deal 2 times the damage. That's really good because that 20% chance was very rare to hit. Now at 30% chance, you have a 70% chance not to get it, but 30% chance to get 2 times that damage. And you already know, when I upgrade that, I have 2-star Mini P.E.K.K.A., my fingers are crossed, fam. Like I'm like, yo, get it crit, get it crit, get it crit, get it crit. Like I'm begging. So that's actually nice that they increased that. That's going to be really nice to see in meta. Probably 2 stars is the way to go with him. And base attack speed increased to 0.5 from 0.4. So Mini P.E.K.K.A. gets another little buff as well, which is also pretty nice. It's very little for the base attack speed, but that little 0.1 could do wonders if you are in a situation where you're both low health and you have to see who hits first, you know, or maybe you need that critical damage you get, you know. You never know what's going to happen there. Next we got Prince. So personally, I don't think Prince needed a buff at all. I think the Prince was good where he was at. I actually think he needed a nerf. Need to get him out of here, fam. But I guess they thought otherwise. Looks like base attack speed increased to 0.5 from 0.4. So just a little bit of an increase to speed for his base attack. It's not too bad. Just something little, again, 0.1, but when it comes down to it, you know, it's just a matter of fact of who's going to get the first hit first. With this little increase, 0.1, it could now be the Prince instead of, I don't know, the Lumberjack, you know. And now the HP per upgrade increased to 3 from 2. See, that is going to be a little bit dangerous, especially a lot of people like to upgrade the Prince to get the pony. So now having that Prince with the extra 3 health, especially if you get the charge for +5, and you just have that, or +6 now, excuse me. And you just have that +3 health, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot of health. The Prince is going to be pretty tanky if you 2-star it now. So it's something to definitely look out for. Coming from a pro player status, it's kind of kind of worrying to see because I feel like I'm going to see a lot of Prince in meta, and I don't want to see a Prince in meta, especially if I'm a Queen player. But if it comes down to it, I'll throw the Prince in my Queen deck or something like that, hopefully to make the Queen work. So it has its positives and negatives and pros and cons to it. But next we got P.E.K.K.A. A. Shout out to the devs for this one. The P.E.K.K.A. needed it. Yo, P.E.K.K.A. was slacking, and it was one of the best minis back in like season 2 and season 1. So the P.E.K.K.A. ability attacks from 50% from 25 to deal the 2 times damage. So you know how the mini P.E.K.K.A. had the 20% chance, now getting 30% chance to get 2 times damage. The P.E.K.K.A. now when you upgrade it has a 50% chance to deal 2 times damage, and you know those swings are heavy. Just, boom, like those junks are heavy, bro, especially when it's like cocking all the way back. Like, I'd be getting scared. So now knowing it's 50% instead of 25, that's kind of gonna scare me because that's a 50-50 gamble if I'm gonna get crit or not, or if I'm getting critted on or not. So a little scary there. Good, very good. The third upgrade, Heavy Blade, gains an additional 50% chance to trigger from 25% chance. Okay, so pretty much I feel like looking at this right now, if you upgrade your 3rd star on your P.E.K.K.A., it looks like you might have literally 100% chance to get a critical every single time. So that's something to really look out for, because it's an investment of 4 elixir, but is it worth the 4 elixir from getting that crit every single time? How long is your P.E.K.K.A. gonna last in order for you to get all those crits? You know, you just got something to think about for a 4 elixir mini. Is it really worth it? I feel like the block on the P.E.K.K.A. is so much more better and more valuable than the 3rd star to get 100%, especially since you're at 50% to already get a critical by itself. Next, we got Lumberjack. So Lumberjack got a major nerf in the last update. We all saw his health get shifted down. The community really thought that was kind of not necessary to decrease his health, and I kind of agree. You know, Lumberjack was kind of just sitting perfectly fine, and it just kind of got doo-dooed on, you know, kind of just got doo-dooed on, like his health and everything. And, like, his health got nerfed, but his attack speed went up to get more rage potions. I don't know. But now it looks like his base HP is being increased to 10 from 8, so he's going up a little bit more. So he used to be at 12, I believe, or 11. Still a little bit less, but it's nice. And his energy cost is now reduced to 4 from 5. So again, he can get more rages easier from 4 hits now again. And his health's a little bit beefier. So again, this is giving me all good signs of using the Queen deck. I'm telling you, Prince, P.E.K.K.A., Lumberjack, Archer Queen, like, this is giving me all good signs right now to be using it. So I'm kind of excited. Let's look at the next one. It's gonna be Giant Skeleton, and hallelujah, that's one of my favorite minis, bro. I love a Giant Skeleton, let me tell you. And let me tell you, yo, honestly, Clash Mini team, y'all should be making a Giant Skeleton hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Oh my lord, y'all be rocking that every day. But the Giant Skeleton, again, this is looking really good for the Queen deck. It's getting a base HP increase to 12 from 10, which is also really good. Making the Giant Skeleton beefier again. I might actually start to have to run a Queen deck. Everything is just stacking up in my favor. This update is just going crazily in the Queen direction, and I'm loving it. And then attack speed per upgrade increases 0.1 from 0. So the Giant Skeleton's speed is going to be increased for more hits, more damage, more DPS. Not bad at all. I'm not complaining. I think that's exactly what he needed. He's still not really put into meta too much, so I'm happy. Hopefully this can push him back into meta, because I loved using him, and he's literally one of my favorite minis. Next on the list, we got Golden Giant, literally the 5th and final one you need for the Queen deck, and it looks like the HP per upgrade increase to 3 from 2 is getting a buff, and that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, devs. Let's go. I'm loving what you guys are doing. Yo, shout out to the art team. Shout out to the devs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Frame. Shout out to Clash Mini. I'm trying to think who else, yo. Shout out to everyone who works there, bro. Like, y'all are doing an amazing job. I'm loving this update. Let me tell you, this is one of my favorite, absolute favorite updates, and I think y'all are freaking killing it, bro. Coming from my own personal opinion, you guys are freaking killing it. Keep it going, man. You guys are doing amazing. Listen to the community, doing your own what you gotta do to balance everything. You guys are doing amazing. So shout out to everyone for doing that. And the base attack speed increased to 0.1 from 0.5. I'm loving this. Not only do you get plus 1 HP from upgrading your Golden Giant, now you get a little bit of speed increase to get more health, which means you can get his stun, his ability where he just like headbutts him and stuns him faster. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I think this is amazing. I'm actually like gonzies, like, this is good. Next on the list, we got Mega Knight. So let's see, Mega Knight energy reduced to 10 from 12. Okay, so now the Mega Knight's kind of going to be able to jump a little bit easier. We saw Mega Knight kind of shift a little bit out of meta, especially with how beefy he was. So he shifted kind of out of meta, but reducing from 10 to 12, I still don't think you'll really see him too much. But it looks like his Super Skyfall, the stun duration decreased to 2 seconds from 3 seconds. Oh yeah, he's gone. Let me tell you, that 3 seconds was the only reason probably that he was actually in meta, that and the bigger radius. With Skyfall stun duration being decreased to 2 seconds from 3 seconds, I think he's out of meta completely. Personally, I think he's gone. I think that just shifted him right out. Next we got Ice Wizard, attack range decrease. That is going to be massive. Ice Wizard is also probably going to fluctuate right out of meta as well. Probably see a much more of a wizard come back into play instead of Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard was kind of known for that far away type of ice damage, but now he's gonna have to take that probably extra step. I don't know how many tiles, but I'm gonna assume decreased by 1 tile. This is me assuming. So we probably have to take an extra step for a tile in the back, which is a tile less that a wizard has to do. So just be mindful of that. I personally think he won't be used too much with attack range decreased, but he still could maybe make his way in. Next we got Bowler, a very controversial mini that everyone has been going up and down about. If he's good, if he's overplayed, if he's not overplayed, overused. Let's see, his basic HP increased to 9 from 8. Gets a +1 HP buff. He's a pretty solid beefy mini for a 3 elixir. I think it's similar to the Lumberjack. Lumberjack kind of has the same thing, so not bad. It increases health to 1, you know, especially with this bowl now, fixing down the lanes. They did an amazing job with that. So I think this is perfect. A little bit of buff now. He might be played a little bit more, but he's not really played as frequent anymore. So, and it looks like the bug fixed ability damage incorrect. So that's not bad. They fixed that. Same kind of with the Dark Goblin bug that they had with it not stacking it infinitely. I believe it was just the bowler striked and then it said the wrong number there. I believe that's what it was. I'm not 1000% correct, so don't make me eat it in the comments for it, but I think that's what it was. I never really experienced this bug, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you guys what it really was fixed about. But the devs and the Supercell caught it, so they were like, yo, boink, out of here. So good stuff on them. And now we have probably one of the controversial, most abusing things that are about to come. The Fisherman is going to be 3 elixir. Is going to be 3 elixir. Can you believe that? The elixir cost is being reduced to 3 to 4. From 4, excuse me. So the Fisherman is no longer 4 elixir, it's going to be 3. The Fisherman is absolutely going to be in meta. I think it might be like an SK Fisherman meta. Seeing this now, it kind of scares me as being a Queen player, because investing 4 elixir for a Fisherman was already devastating enough for the opponent, but now being 3 elixir, you could do so much more with it. And I feel like you could ruin my Queen pushing a lot, and I'm going to be very frustrated if someone whips this out and like 3 stars it on me. I'm going to be frustrated because I just want to use that Queen with all those good updates on it, man. It's, oh my god. All right. Next, we got Electro Wizard. So we got base attack speed increased to 0.7 from 0.65. So a little bit, you know, just a little bit, a little 0.05, you know, attack speed up. But that could be a difference from him getting his ult or not, you know. So it's actually really good to know that. His 3rd star upgrade, the Zap, you know what I'm saying, the 2.5 seconds instead of 2 seconds. Okay. So he gets a little 0.5 from his 3rd star upgrade from the Zap ability. Longer stun duration, so that's not too bad. He might actually be in meta too. Ooh. He might. I mean, he might work a little bit with like an SK E-Wiz Clash. I could see that because, I mean, high risk, high reward is with the Clash when you're using it. With a Prince buff and a Spear Gob kind of buff with that high risk, high reward with that Spear Throw. And the Bowler HP, you might see him. You might. I think that would be really nice. I might even use that to push. I mean, just trying to think of multiple things in your head, multiple decks to give you guys right now when you guys watch this. That would be a really good one too. Next on the list, we got Royal Ghost, and this one is absolutely insane. So the elixir cost is increased to 4 from 3, right? So now the Royal Ghost is a 4 elixir mini instead of 3. So the Royal Ghost and Fisherman kind of swap spots here. Okay, so the base HP is increased to 8. So now he's a little bit more beefier again, as he was in Season 3 when he was kind of overpowered. So his HP is increased. That's good. His base attack speed increased to 0.6 from 0.45. That is a big attack speed increase. He will now attack a lot. Well, I wouldn't say super a lot faster, but he's gonna attack faster than you know it. And to top it off, his attack speed per upgrade increased to 0.2 from 0.15. So again, you're upgrading him to get invisibility, unless you're upgrading him to get isolation. He's gonna be one fast invisible dude, just boom, 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 kind of how he was literally back in season 3. And now we can see his ability Clash, grant invisibility to nearby allies for 3.5 seconds from 3 seconds. Okay, here's the dilemma where I think Royal Ghost could be played very well, but also very poorly. He's now a 4 elixir mini, so it kind of is hard to invest him in the game. I don't know, investing 4 elixir into the Royal Ghost to make him and your allies go invisible, and then isolation, and then healing through the boast. I don't know if that's really worth it personally. I think I'd rather get like a pony on the Prince. I think I'd rather get the block on the P.E.K.K.A. I think I'd rather have more priorities than to get the Royal Ghost up. So I think maybe the Royal Ghost might show its face a little bit here and there, but I think for the most part, since he's a 4 elixir mini, I think he might be fluctuated right out of meta. Personally, amazing HP, amazing base attack, but I don't think that will save him from being a 4 elixir mini now. Next we have Witch. So the Witch base attack speed increased to 0.6 from 0.55, which was never really in meta crazy like that. But it's nice to see its attack speed increased higher. Its base HP was reduced to 6 from 7, so kind of a nerf for its health. I still don't think this is even gonna remotely help the Witch be in meta at all. And its attack range is increased. That's nice. The Witch needed to have that far away attack range, but I just don't think it's enough to save her, and I don't think we're gonna see her at all in meta. And if you do, it's probably Ricky, let's be honest. Next on the list, we got Healing Ranger. Base HP increased to 6 from 5, so that's not bad. It's gonna be a little bit scary. The Archer getting nerfed and the Healing Ranger getting buffed. It's kind of giving me a little bit of a nerves of seeing that heal meta back, which if you guys weren't around for the heal meta, every single round went to overtime. Like, you would have to wait on time to see who got the last heal. That was an insane meta, and that was kind of a super long meta. Like, every game you probably sit there for 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, well, I wonder if I'm gonna get the last heal. That's kind of how it went, honestly. So kind of scary seeing that, and the Archer nerfed, so that's a little bit scary. And last but not least on our list, we got Battle Healer. Base HP increased to 11 from 10, so it gets a +1 HP in total. Not too bad. HP per upgrade increased to 3 from 2. Kind of we're seeing with the Prince, every time you upgrade, +3 instead of +2. Not too bad. It's a 4 elixir mini and it's a healer, so it's not too bad. But this one might change the game a little. The second upgrade, Clash, grant block to nearby enemies for 5 seconds instead of 4. If you guys didn't know, the second star on the healer granted allies right next to your left and your right a shield that would block like spear goblin throw or damage from the Prince, or you know, something crazy like that. Or if you didn't have like the boast off the king ability, the barbarian wouldn't do damage to you for 4 seconds. Now it's 5 seconds. The extra second could really help you out a lot, especially if you upgrade. Is it worth it personally to upgrade your healer for that? I would probably say the first star is still better to get the +6 HP heal. I think that might still be better. But if you do decide like, yo, I'm on a clone map and I'm playing with Monk and I'm just gonna like 3-star my or 2-star, those 2 stars are the exact 2 stars you want to do. Just the first and the second. Just get the +6 and then just get the shield, and you were probably set. Maybe even throw the fisherman in there, because now it's 3 elixir and you will be set. And if you guys did not attend the stage channel from Clash Mini when it was me, Gishy Fan, Draco, and I always pronounce his name wrong. I'm gonna call him Don. Hopefully I said that right. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go with Don Han, because I really don't want to pronounce it wrong. And if I did, homie, I'm so sorry. You know, I tried to pronounce it so much better on the freaking live channel. So I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, but yo, Fan and him, awesome guys, really chill. If you guys didn't check it out, we asked a bunch of questions over there on the game and what's also coming and what we could see. They said they were going to add the friendly maps, the shell map and the revive map into friendlies. If you guys didn't know, those 2 maps are missing from friendlies. So a lot of people wanted to see that in there. So I personally asked the question like, yo, can we see it in friendlies? Because I know a lot of tournament standards like to see different maps going, because if not, it's more advantage for like an SK player or whatever. So that's settled. So that's hopefully something else we could also see in this update. I'm hoping they're going to add it here because they apologized and they said it should have been in there a long time ago. So hopefully we're going to see that in there. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is today's video. It went over all the new updates that are coming out. Hopefully you guys could get some ideas in your head. What's flowing? What are you going to use for meta? What are you guys going to make? What are you guys going to do? If you guys have some crazy decks you want me to try from just seeing these updates, leave it down in the comments below and I will definitely check it out. I will definitely try it. If it's good enough, you might even get a shout out in a feature on the channel, honestly, if it's really that good. So definitely start working, if it's really doing that good, you know, post it on Twitter, send me a screenshot of like your win streak, how'd you play it, whatever, and we'll see how it is. And if it's good enough, you know what I'm saying, I'll shout you out, I'll put you in a video, we'll use it, we'll push on live, and we'll push like #1 global with it if it's that good. Again, just basing off that idea, I can shoot you guys out 2 decks with the AQ deck, and I can shoot you guys out the SK with the EWIZ deck. I think both those would be really valuable in this meta, hopefully. And again, watch out for the Fisherman, 3 elixir, be very careful. Just kind of summing it all up for you guys. But if you guys haven't already, definitely make sure to subscribe, like the video, ring the notification bell. You know, you want to be notified when I post a video. I always heart and comment to everyone else's comments, so I see everyone's love. So thank you guys so much again, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And I feel like this next one is going to be a little bit better. And what did I tell you guys? We back to posting. We're back and we're posting again like crazy. I told you, you know, I'm still in that moving stage in life, but I'm still out here. I'm grinding my job. I'm grinding everything so I can post more videos out for you guys. I love this game, so I'm trying to post everything I can and play the game. And also, we play Clash of Clans. There's a Clash of Clans mob esports clan. And guys, I know I wasn't too like hyped in my last video, but we hit 300 subs, so I'm pretty hype about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty ecstatic. I was just a little tired that day, but today I'm feeling great. Today I'm feeling amazing. Again, shout out to everyone at the team, and yo, have a blessed day. And this next video is gonna be fire, so you guys just wait for it. I'm telling you. And there it goes again. Boom.